I recently spoke to one of your co-stars, Miss Ozzy Tesfaye, and I had her rank the Supergirl characters based on how badly they needed therapy. And you, my friend, Miss Nia Nall, you made it to the top three. And I would
Listen, our girl's been through it.
she has been through it. But then Ozzy told me, I believe her words were, Nia's got a lot going on this season. So what can you tease? What does Nia, are you okay? What's going on?
When is the last time that Nia Null has been okay?
Valid point.
I think it's been the beginning of season 4. Then she was like good. She's always had something going on, be it her relationship with Brainiac or her roommate being attacked and she's being targeted, or her sister's being a bitch, or her mother's dying in front of her, or just the stress of being a woman in our modern day society. Oh, she has a lot going on, but I'm really excited for some of the stuff Nia's getting to do this season, because I don't think it's any secret that she has a lot of baggage and a lot of unresolved trauma. And I am very excited that we are going to finally get to unpack all of that and maybe tie up some loose threads that have been dangling.
Well, so I was going to ask about that because in episode 2, she did tease it a little bit. She says, I have these powers that I don't understand. I don't know what to do with them. Clearly, my family is not helping me here. Will we maybe see her sister again? Will she be less of a bitch when we see her?
Well, that is the question, isn't it? Will she be less of a bitch?
That's truly top of everyone's mind. Will she be less of a bitch?
I cannot for certainly say, but I can say that much of Nia's arc this season is going to be around her understanding her powers, because her big hang-up as a hero has been her inability to interpret her dreams, and that she doesn't fully understand these powers because they blindsided her and they came completely out of nowhere. And she her whole life assumed that this was her sister's thing, and so her sister was prepared and had studied her whole life for the powers. And then when Nia got them, she had nothing to work with. And then when her sister left and with her mom gone, the only person who could tell her very limited information about her powers was Brainiac. And he couldn't even really tell her that much without risking the space-time continuum. So she's really just been completely on her own, feeling around in the dark, just trying to get a hang of these powers. And so her arc this season is going to be really grounded in finally trying to iron out all of the wrinkles and work out all of the kinks in her power, and working to become a fully fledged superhero.
Well, we saw she had some new powers in the premiere, which would have been the finale. You can astral project real Scarlet Witch style.
Well, she's astral projected before. In season 4, she astral projected, remember, to try to tell Brainiac and Alex and Kara that they're on Shelly Island.
Yes.
And she was like, hey, we're here, help us. And Brainiac was like, yes, just as I predicted, but she can't interact with anything. So, and she's like, and then her and Alex in unison were like, oh, then how is this a good plan? She's like, thanks, girl. So the evolution in the premiere was that now she can physically interact with things while she is in astral form, that is the new thing. And then we're going to see a couple new things come out of her sleeve. She is really going to start mastering her powers, and we are going to see some really cool stuff come from her.
I mean, like, what kind of new things?
Well,
there's no red dot on your forehead right now, so what kind of new things?
I'm trying to think of something that's like good and juicy, but is not going to be like, oh, it's obviously this.
Right.
You don't want to. I want to make people think. we know there's the physical realm, and then there's the dream realm. And Nia, this season, in her powers, is starting to become a bridge between the two.
Okay. All right, I'll take it. That'll give us something to munch on, something to think on. I do have potentially an awkward question, but I feel like you're going to handle it like a pro. So obviously you are a superhero fan in general. You watch your Marvel things and your DC things, yes?
Yes.
Great. So are we about to have, with Brainy and Nia, we love their relationship, Brainy forever. However, if things work out, Brainy was friends with her descendant, Nura. Are we going to have like a Steve Rogers at the end of Endgame becoming Sharon Carter's great uncle situation? Is Brainy about to be Nura's like great grandfather?
I genuinely have no idea. But all I can say is that it's, some wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. And that's the question, isn't it? How does the relationship affect Nura? I mean, when Mon-El, Nura herself have not come back to slap anybody.
True, so, and if no one comes from the future to stop you from doing something.
So we haven't had like a time-traveling cockblock yet. So
okay.
for lack of a better term, excuse my French. But I mean, no one's come from the future yet. So
so we're doing just fine so far.
So far, nothing's imploded. So that's good.
Right. We're doing okay. As long as we're
so good.
Now, this one, not necessarily a game per se, but I had Ozzy rank the characters based on how badly they need therapy. She's the therapist on the show. I would love for you, if you feel up to the challenge, I would love for you to give me your best theories on what the Super Friends dream about. When they go to bed at night, what do each of the Super Friends dream about?
I mean, we know Brainiac dreams of electric sheep. Nia dreams of the end of the world quite frequently. I bet Jean dreams about his family. I bet Kara dreams about pot stickers and karaoke. I bet Alex dreams. I mean, we kind of saw what Alex dreams about in the Wonderland episode. So I bet she just dreams about kicking butt and taking no names.
So she dreams about reality, which is kind of what she kicks butt and takes names in reality. She kicks butt
during the day, and then she goes to sleep and she kicks more butt. I think Kelly probably dreams. What does Kelly dream about? Kelly probably dreams of a world where everybody doesn't need therapy.
Where she can just...
Where everyone's like happy, and she probably dreams I bet she probably dreams game night where the Super Friends are just like happy, they're okay, no one's panicking, there is no world to save. I bet Lena dreams of much the same thing. I think Lena has had such a rocky road in terms of family and friends, and I think she would dream of probably just not having to worry about any of that and just having the friends be together and be happy, and there's no impending doom and there's no evil brother to prepare against. And yes, and I think that'd honestly probably be true for all of the Super Friends. I think at the end of the day, they all just kind of want to do game night and not have to save the world for a night.
It would be nice, wouldn't it? I miss game night scenes. I would love that. What?
Or superpowered paintball. Would be another dream that I'm sure they all share.
That sounds so dangerous, though.
I know.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well,
Supergirl with 2 paintball guns calling it an airstrike. Dreamers putting up shields.
I was gonna say we need to get into this now. On the paintball field, we've got Kara as like our general, right? She's double gunning it.
Well, Brainiac is clearly the tactician. He has laid out plans. It would just be okay. Hang on. So we have 7 super friends.
Yeah. Nia is obviously astral projecting to distract one while someone else comes and shoots him in the back.
Is she that, or is she foreseeing what's coming and she's kind of countering enemy strategy? Obviously, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. Jean, Kelly, Alex, Lena, and Kara versus Nia and Brainy. I think Nia and Brainy could easily be a 2-man strike team.
I'm certain they could. However, if it were me, I would amend it to put Lena on their team. That's a trio that I need to see. Like if the Supergirl spinoff happens, I want you and Jesse Rath and Katie McGraw, and that's a spinoff I want to see.
That is the dream team, isn't it? That would be, 2 super geniuses and then someone who sees the future. How do you strategize against that? Do you just I would imagine you just sit in the middle of a room with your backs to each other and just wait?
Yeah. And what I imagine Lena and Brainy not even going out in the field. They're just sitting in their little bunker, like typing.
Meanwhile, Nia is just full like guerrilla warfare, astral projecting, because that's what she'd do. Astral project. What's that over there? Oh, it would fully just be a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
It would be like, oh my God, she's everywhere. And she's like maniacally laughing in the walls and shit. It would be psychological warfare. Then they'd really need therapy.
He's coming from inside the house.
But a super paintball team of Lena, Brainy, and Nia would be the real need for therapy. People would not be okay after that.
But would it not be therapy for the 3 of them? You're shooting your friends.
They have a great time.
There's still time to pitch this episode, right? You guys aren't done filming. You're till August.
I'd love that, or I'd love a heist. I would love a super heist.
That feels more realistic.
Think about it. Just think super heist.